let it record or let it initiate the record. Yes. So good morning, everyone. So this is the first time where we are doing one of the events. We haven't done anything with respective to virtual sessions. We have done a crazy amount of sessions which is in person, but due to the COVID thing, we cannot do in-person event. We wanted to do this as in-person because the topic itself is like one of the interesting topic, EA, and nobody can stop us learning anything or with respect to knowledge gain. So even the title says Corona can't stop us learning EA. So we are excited for this, and I would like to talk about Ajit. Ajit is one of the speakers where we got. He was one of our community rockstar, I would say. He has been associated with us since 2 years, 2.5 years, with the Bangalore community. Uh, I personally met him a couple of years ago, and then he came back, and now he wanted to speak for an event. So I am very much happy with Ajit and what he's doing in terms of speaking abilities to a community, or giving back to the contributing back to the community. That is one of the best part where we have in Bangalore community. So thanks a lot, Ajit, for contributing to Bangalore community on Einstein Analytics. We haven't done this topic prior. This is the first time, I would think. So, yeah, Ajit, I would hand over to you now. Thanks.
Yep. Thanks, Kishore. So am I audible now?
Yes, Ajit, you are audible.
Yep. So thank you so much, Kishore. Moving on, as Kishore said, I'm based out of Bangalore and I'm a Salesforce architect and Einstein Analytics consultant. So about this Einstein Analytics, I started exploring analytics 2 years back, and from then I have seen evolution of this product. Adding to this, this is like one thing which I really amused about Salesforce is being the best CRM platform in the world. It doesn't let them stop evolving and enriching customers' experience. That is what I love about Salesforce ecosystem and our Salesforce community. Keeping this short, today we are going to explore more about Einstein Analytics. This session will keep you and will help you knowing this platform and proper roadmap to start practicing and implementing some actionable dashboards. I was actually thinking about how should I design my content, and since this it should be relevant to audience, and I know this particular session is for diversified group of people, so I planned my content in such a way that I will start from scratch and slowly I will move to some advanced topics. Moving ahead, so today we are going to cover these main key aspects. So I will start with what exactly Einstein Analytics is, its powers, and then we'll go ahead with some key concepts which we should be knowing before like moving ahead with some hands-on on Einstein Analytics. So I will do my best to keep this short and will show you as many hands-on example as possible with some cool features as well. So let's get started. So we are hearing from a lot of different sources that Einstein Salesforce is doing a lot of things in Einstein, and we were like confused on what exactly Einstein is or what exactly Einstein Analytics is. So to keep this short, I would say that it is one of the most powerful platform, and with this power, like we are getting power to reveal insights and create predictions based on valuable customer data. So in all the Salesforce instances, we started storing customers data from day one of the launch, and using that data, Einstein Analytics uses its capability to derive predictions and give valuable feedbacks. It can process data from multiple sources, being from native Salesforce application, along with multiple data sources as well. Like we can get data from Salesforce connector app, we can get data from another Salesforce instance or another Salesforce org, or we can get data from multiple other third-party vendors as well, like Amazon Redshift, Heroku Postgres database, Marketing Cloud, or Google BigQuery, or even from SAP HANA as well, and many more. So like it's it is open for getting data from multiple platforms. And now coming to how exactly like it is better than other applications, or I would say like how what instance make this more powerful. So Einstein Analytics process data and give insights and predictions, which helps in deriving industry decisions more accurately and more faster. For example, like I've seen instances where it scans millions of records in just a span of seconds. And like we will come to upcoming slides. In upcoming slides, we will see how exactly it does. Going ahead, like how can I jump in to Einstein Analytics? So, like if I'm logging in or if I'm jumping in as an admin, then I must be having Einstein Analytics platform admin permission set assigned to me, and it holds some more power than as an end user. So we have two permission sets in Einstein. One is Einstein Analytics permission set for admin, and one is Einstein Analytics platform user permission set. And as an admin, I will get more access to create, to share, and to do all end-to-end application logics which I need to perform on Einstein Analytics. But being as an end user, I will only be able to like view the dashboard and do some business logics and do some like sharing or like do some business computations on top of it. So let me quickly turn around and show you how to launch Einstein Analytics. So I'm gonna switch my window now, and I will switch to one of my browser. Okay, so is my Chrome browser visible to everyone?
Uh, yes.
Great. So I'm just logging into one of my developer instance to just show you where to like assign our name to this permission sets, and then we will see options to launch this application. So we are on the setup window right now. Let me open some app, and then this is one. Going ahead again. So these are two permission sets which comes with Einstein Analytics license. If being an admin, we must enroll ourselves to Einstein Analytics platform admin permission set, and being an end user, we must enroll ourselves with Einstein Analytics platform user license. Going ahead, since this is a demo Einstein org, so I already have this analytics enabled, but if not, then we need to enable Einstein Analytics first. So in order to do so, we need to go to this analytics and we need to get started. And here we will get a button to enable Einstein Analytics. So once we'll click this analytics app, we will be able to access Einstein Analytics. So now we will jump into next thing, like from where all I can launch my Einstein Analytics. So we have two ways, like two methods to launch my Einstein Analytics app. One is through the tab itself. So within this tab, I will get option to launch analytics, and this is here. I can access being an admin, since I'm the admin, I can access all the dashboards and all configurations things. This is my app window. And with this, there is one more way to launch Einstein Analytics app directly. So we just need to go to App Manager and we need to launch Einstein Analytics Studio. So Einstein Analytics Studio is a platform where we are doing all those Einstein configurations and Einstein development. This is my Einstein Analytics window. We will come to this post one more slide, and I will explain you each and every aspect of this. So switching back to another window now. So, guys, just bear with me like for few slides because we need to cover a few concepts that are very, very relevant to know in Einstein Analytics. Post this, we will jump into platform to see some live demos. So first of all, like our first concept is data set. What exactly data set is? So Dataset is our actual data which we have reconstructed to meet some business use cases. This is similar to report type, I must say, in Salesforce reports. Dataset a dataset is a repository similar to file system storage, but with proprietary format and algorithm flattening of data with inverted index makes it more faster. So the reason behind its superpower is that it stores almost all fields as indexes, and we know how fast it is to retrieve data if it is being indexed. So this is the main reason behind why we are able to extract, or why we are able to process millions of records within just a span of seconds in Einstein Analytics rather than in some other applications. Coming next to lenses. So once we have this data in our data set, we start exploring it. So lenses are single exploration of some particular use cases. We can drill down with exploration by just typing some English sentences even. For example, uh, if I will just type that I want to get top 10 opportunities of particular account on my Salesforce org. So Einstein will do all hard work of writing that query and extracting that from database, and it will give us results within seconds. Some other examples are like with just typing a sentence, it can show me number of days when I performed last activity of on some particular account. So that is how it's so easy to derive some business outcomes with just typing an English sentence or just with some few clicks. Coming to dashboards. So basically dashboard is a big picture of our specific business use case, which consists of multiple explorations, which helps us in getting deep insights. This is curated with set of charts, measures, tables retrieved from one or more lenses. So difference between lenses and dashboard is that lenses is exploration of particular use case, and dashboard is club of all those use cases in one big box where it is giving us deep insight of particular business functionality. With this, I will come to another detailed explanation on this. So what happens is, now we talked about different elements separately, what they are. While looking into Einstein Analytics app, we saw that we are getting data from multiple sources. So as I told, like we can get data from some native Salesforce org, we can get data from some other applications, even we can get data from our CSV file as well. So once we get this data, we starts processing it. So all this data is in raw form from different sources here, and then we started transforming the data by aligning it to a specific way. For example, we can change the format of incoming data of particular columns. We can create new columns. We can derive some logics from for some getting some calculations, and we can club in data which is coming from multiple sources into one as well, and our final outcome will be a data set. All these conversations and transformations let us bring final outcome, and it that particular outcomes comes up in one flat file, and outcome like all the selected final fields will be indexed. With this I must say that some measures fields are not getting indexed. Apart from that, all other fields are getting indexed. So outcome of all this computations logic which I performed, we are having a final flat file which consists of all the important data. Going ahead, it comes up with lens exploration window. So I have a data with me. I will start exploring it in lenses, and combination of all those multiple lenses will help me in coming deriving dashboard. So on dashboard, I will be having group of lenses which is fulfilling some business use case. And with this, all these data sets, lenses, dashboards related to particular business functionality, I will put it into one particular app. So app is nothing but a kind of folder where we kind of folder or or a box or a briefcase where we put in all our important things relevant to that particular functionality. With this, let's again jump back to Einstein Analytics application. So I'm stopping sharing my screen, and I will jump back to my window as again. So here we are. So now we know how to launch Einstein Analytics app from our uh, Salesforce org. So this is my Einstein Analytics app. Let's start going
I
through.
think there, if I typed a question in the chat window,
Yeah,
So we will take all the questions at the last.
yeah,
okay,
So
okay, sure, go ahead, please.
yep. Okay, so now we are in a particular Einstein Analytics window. This is the app. So let's go with one by one each and every option. So from this app, we have this app manager where I can launch multiple things here itself. So this is like one of the latest feature which came in. So I must say like within last 1 or 2 day it came in. Before that we were not having this option. So this is how Salesforce is evolving. It keeps us surprising with lot of cool features every day. With this, I'm having this setup window as well. From here, I can launch my developer console. I can launch my analytics studio again in a separate app, and I can access to data manager. So data manager, I will come in. Before that, like I will cover other aspects of this particular window. So this is a notification window. So we can set up some notifications as well. For example, like just from brief example, like being a sales manager, I want to see if my total opportunity cost is going up, total opportunity amount is going below particular specific amount, then it should get triggered to me. Or like if some opportunity amount is exceeding what I was expecting, then that also it should get triggered to me so that I can start focusing on. So I can set those particular definitions as a notification, and whenever such data comes in or whenever such conditions met, I will get notification, and this particular bell symbol will get highlighted. This is about like I just logged in with one of my demo orgs, so this is how it looks. Coming to other aspects here, this is my home page. On click of home page, I will get my home page window. This homepage window have a global search box where I can search anything related to Einstein Analytics here. I can search my list of apps. I can search my list of dashboards and lenses and datasets and other things. These are some of the recent dashboards just now I opened. And with this, like these are the things which I kept in some favorite box. So I will show you how to keep things in a favorite box. These are few things which I created, and these are like since I didn't configure, so nothing is coming up here. So these are few things which are there in my watch list. Coming down, so this came in the summer release. They started giving options to launch learning maps. I will just show you this. This is very important. So Einstein Analytics learning map. So they created a learning map on like one should not get confused on which one to pick first. So for that, like they configured this entire learning map for users, and with this particular by following this particular learning map, we can easily learn Einstein Analytics with a smoother go. They created a help section as well, so it will route us to their Einstein Analytics guide where we can like search for content which we are looking into or which we want, for which we want some more details on. We have one more we have linked to go to Trailblazer community. So in the Trailblazer community, like if you are not able to get something, or if you want some external help for, so like with my experience I must say, if you're getting stuck, just type your query, and there are a lot of awesome developers and Einstein Analytics community practitioners available over there who are just waiting to help you out. So just post your comments. It is very active group, and it's very helpful. So just post your comments and like get your things done. Or like just if you are like bit in advanced section, then do visit this particular community part and do help other practitioners. Coming down, we have this Einstein Analytics training as well, where they used to like give you information about all their latest training sessions which they are hosting. With this, coming back again to our Einstein Analytics window, we have like notifications bar. So as I told, whenever we are setting up notifications, it comes here. On click of this all items, it will list down all the items which I have in my application and which I have access to. I to go to specific applications, these are the applications. All the dashboards will come on this section. Likewise for stories, lenses, and data sets. If I kept something as my favorite, so those will come in here in this section. So we will create a dashboard and we'll keep it in this favorite section, and we'll see it will come here. These are some specific items which are being shared with me. So what all things we are creating, by default it goes to my private tab and it will be visible only to me. It won't be visible to any of the user. If I want to share it with someone, then I need to keep it in share app. So this is a kind of public folder which everyone will be having access to. Likewise, these are the apps and stories and lenses and datasets which are being shared to me. And then the learning center, as I went through, so these are like specific roadmap on how exactly we need to go with learning of Einstein Analytics. Coming to another aspects of, so let's start with some demo now. So what we'll do is we will we will directly go to lens section, and we will start exploring some options on how exactly we can picturize or we can get visual representation of some data. So I have one basic example with me. So like opportunity is something from which like business starts. So going with this, let me open opportunity data set. So data set is the place where we are getting all data in. So I have an opportunity data set with me. It's here. So what this particular opportunity data set consists of is it has a list of opportunity fields, and I have binded some account fields as well to know from which particular account these opportunities are tagged to, and for which user these particular opportunities are tagged to. So we will create a data set as well. We will create a fresh data set which will retrieve data from Salesforce after this particular demo of lenses. So this is my lens window. If I will shrink this, so it looks like this. This is my lens window, a kind of exploration window, and these are some options. So what all particular logic I'm putting in lenses, I can clip this. So clip is nothing but it will extract out what definition you are putting in here, and you can use it somewhere else as well. I can directly go ahead and present this lens as well. So I will click on present. It will start presenting. I have option to save this lens and some other options as well that I can share it with some of my colleague or some of my peers to like help me out, or to share it with some other use cases. Coming down to other options, so we have like three buttons here. One is chart mode, one is table mode, and one is SAQL mode. So chart mode will help you to select particular chart type on which particular way or which particular pictorial representation you want to get your data in. Before that, I want to show you one more thing. So I was talking about like with just typing of English sentences, I can get some particular l- pictorial outcome. So for that, like it has just search bar. What I need to do, I just need to type show me all opportunities. Opportunity is less than or equals to 10 days. Oh, what happened? Let me go back. Like within this calendar year, I can search in. So once I will click this, it will give me all these opportunities. So I have like total sum of 1.2k opportunities, travel opportunities within this year. Likewise, like I can show other things as well. Show me opportunity amount, name with amount. So this is not correct. Like some more things I can search something like this, top 5 opportunities, opportunity name. So these are some of my top 5 opportunity names. I can jumble it up like this, order by. So that's all. Like this is how we can type in and we can like derive some calculations. Coming to some advanced concepts here. So this is the chart mode I was talking about. These are some pictorial representation on. These all are the chart types which we can like get into. So we have right now we are seeing some bar chart. What we can do is bar length. We can show count of rows, and then on bar chart these are some opportunity type. So it for this bar chart, it aligned my all opportunities based on these calculations. So it has segregated my data in terms of opportunity type, and I'm having business like I'm having all these charts with in some ascending order. And this total I'm getting from here, like count of rows. I can get sum of sum as well, so rather than getting count, I can get sum of account. So I'm having my total new business for the rupees 4.405 millions. I'm having like my existing customers upgraded business with just 12 millions. So this is how we can get pictorial representation of data. So some more explorations like this we can go. So coming to like stack bar. So let's stack with how many opportunities I have with respect to particular accounts. So what I will do in bar, I will say account name. So it will show me all accounts, and in bar length, well, like stacking, I will get sum of all amount, and segmenting I will do with types. So this is how, like for this particular new business, this is my total sum. This for this business, this is my total sum. Likewise, we can do some more computations. Coming to some other aspects of these chart types, we have one chart type known as line. Let's see. Let me open a fresh copy of this. Again, I'm gonna launch opportunity dataset. Here it is. And then now we will explore some lens type. This is my lens type, and then let's see account types, and then on x-axis this is not that clear. Opportunity name, and then name. So this is what I was talking about. Let me put this in stack this part, and let me arrange this in descending order. So this is how, like for like these are the opportunities. So for these many accounts, I am having these many opportunities with me. Coming to some more exploration window, like this timeline charts. So let's see how many opportunities got created. So timeline, in timeline charts, I need to select some of the date section. So in time axis, let me select close date, and let me filter this, or let me segregate this based on year and month. And then no, it's not coming static. I need to again launch it. So sometimes what happens is whenever we are like jumping in into different lens type or different column types, it takes previous definition as well. And in order to resolve it, it's best way to just relaunch your application. So I just segregated my uh, all opportunities based on close date, and this is how it looks. So this is my like count of rows. So these many opportunities are like got closed within this date ranges. I can show some reference line as well. Like I want, suppose I'm setting up some expectations with my sales representatives. Like I want to close at least 30 opportunities every month or every year. So what I need to do is I will just go to reference line, and I will say monthly target. This one I need to type it here. And then let me select some target as 30. So this particular line will show me like, okay, this is my overall goal, and this is where for these many months I have over exceeded, and for these many months I am lagging behind. I can segregate this based on some other aspects as well, like account type. So what it will do is it will create, it will give me two charts. Like Terils, what Terils will do is it will segregate your particular chart into two sections, and it will divide your outcome for, it will like segregate your outcome based on account type as customer and partner. So I can say like when my account type, when I'm dealing with my customers, I'm getting more opportunities getting closed, but I'm not performing well with my partners. So this is how we can project data. We can go ahead with other chart types as well. So let's see some more chart types. So let's explore with the gauge. So what this gauge is like kind of meter section, like how exactly I'm performing well. So in this, like let's segregate this based on something like account type again. So again, I'm segregating this because that's the easiest one, because it just have two values. So this is how I'm like my particular accounts are performing or within the opportunity. Let's do some formatting section. So i- by default it looks like this, but we can do what all formatting we want on this, on top of this particular segregation. For example, I can uh, write some title as well. So these are like opportunity with my account, and then I can write, I can increase this fonts as well, and subtitles as well I can write. I'll text alignment where I want to see. Now some deformatting here. So gauge, in the gauge, this is a gauge chart type. I can do formattings related to gauge. So this is how I can show like whether I want to show label or not, or something. Now coming again deeper into this, I can set some angles, like how much the angle should be. If it is 90 degrees, so it will just show data within this 90-degree segment. If I want to make it like 180 or 240-degree, it will increase like this. Coming to range values, we can set up some range values as well. So right now this range value is within 1 to 100 by default, and my data is outperforming. My data is like 526 and 183. So if I want to get like real outcome, let me make it 1000. So with the 1000 outcome, like within 10 to 1000, my, this is my count. This is how my opportunities, like my opportunities data is. Like I'm having like total 500 plus opportunities from customers, and like 140 plus customer opportunities from partners. So we can like make more more formatting as well. Coming to that, like we can do some conditional formatting as well based on the data. For example, like count of rows. So if my count of rows is greater than or equals to, or less than or equals to some window, I want to change the color. So those all things also we can do with this particular opportunity, like with this particular gauge chart type. Same way we have other chart types as well, like so I'm just trying to cover each and every, like at least one chart from each and every section. Same way we have a polar section as well, which will show a polarized form of your data. We have a donut chart as well, like a donut chart of this particular section, and we can do as many formatting as we want. Coming to some other chart types, as like for example tree map. So this is a tree map. So the best example for tree map is like a stages. It will show in a like block form of how exactly your data is. So I can see like I'm having lot of I'm having highest opportunities which is having a stage as closed one. It's like close to 389, and I'm having least with negotiation, and with which I need to have review with. So this is how we can picturize our data. Maps I will come in later. One more chart type, or this will be our last chart type, and then we'll jump into dashboard. So this is one cool chart which I like in opportunity, at least in opportunity. So with this, like if we can see, it is like clearly depicting us what exactly my count is. Like I'm having, so let's see. I need to again launch it. As I was saying, like whenever we are jumping in into different chart types, sometimes it takes definition of previous chart. So let's jump again, and let's select chart type as origami, and then let's segment this based on a stage. So this is what I was talking about. So we can clearly depict what is exactly my status. So as the number increases, this particular stage will get bulgified, or it will get shrinked up. I can get a total sum of account as total amount sum as well, sum of amount. So it will depict me like what exactly my amount value is within each and every section. So this is all about like what all ways we can like select, and we can like picturize our actual data and get clear cut outcome of it. Within the lens, we have two more sections as well, like a tabular section where we have like three different types of tables. We can get a normal table, we can compare two different tables, that is known as compare table, that comes in advanced concepts. We can get a pivot representation of table as well. So table is nothing but like to get a tabular form of your data. It is also like very useful where wherever we want to get actual uh, total significance of what all things we are dealing with within that particular record type. So this is like the best way to get this done. Coming to like let's do one thing, let's jump into dashboard section as well. So for that, like, let me again divide this into stage. So yeah, I forgot telling about this SQL mode as well. So, like, although Einstein has like almost every capability to depict your data in pictorial representation, but sometimes there comes a case where we cannot like get favorable outcome what we were looking for. So in that cases, we need to jump into this SAQL mode. SAQL stands for Salesforce Analytics Query Language, where we are like uh, writing query. So this is a advanced query language where which helps us in querying our data in whatever way we want. So it's same like how we are querying data in Salesforce. It helps in querying data within Einstein with SAQL. This is about SQL mode. Now let's jump back, and I was talking about clip mode. So what I can do is like I have this outcome with me. I will just clip it. So it will clip definition of this one, and I will go ahead and I will create a new dashboard. So let's jump and let's create a new dashboard. So here it is, create and then dashboard, a blank dashboard. This comes here comes my blank dashboard as well, and then here I so about this, talking about this dashboard, this is my dashboard name. Let's write it as first demo dashboard. And then this is a customized tooltip, which I must say, which is having options on which particular chart type or which particular section you want to pull in. For example, like if I want to pull in chart, I will just drag and drop here. So I just drag a chart type here, and let me explain it as well. And then on this right side comes a query part. So queries are nothing but like it's similar to lenses, what lenses I want to club in. Same way we have query. So let's explore that particular opportunity, and let's again segment this based on stages. Now I'm gonna like club in few more chart types as well. This is for my chart type, and this will like direct me to lens window where I can format my data and I can get exact pictorial representation of what I was looking for. This is for my tabular representation. Let me get in table as well here. So for tabular representation, I need to jump into table mode and I need to select few fields. Let's do one thing. Let's have this opportunity amount with us. Let's have account name as well. So this is how I can add a few more fields. I can delete few fields. Like if I don't want to get forecast category, I will just go and delete. And okay, it looks good to me. Now I'm having opportunity name, account name, close date. Let me put it at last. And let me just launch this table. So here is my table. Let me arrange it a bit. So this is how we can arrange. Let me make it more broader because it will show me some data. And if I forgot to do some formatting in lens window, then I can directly go and click this, and this formatting part here also I will get an option. So for example, let me keep theme as this one, so it changed the theme. Spacing as let me go to fit to widget. So with this fit to widget, what it will do is whatever size I have selected for this particular widget, so it will try to align the data within that widget itself. So that's all. Now let me pull some more things here. Let's create some filters on this section. Before that, let's type some type some heading as well for our dashboard. So we are like creating our first sample dashboard with mm, some different chart types. So let me give some heading, and let me increase size of this text style. Let me increase to 20. Let me pull in some more filters now. So let's segregate my data based on account, opportunity, and then stage. Few more I want. So for what I can do is I can just duplicate this, so it will create separate copy of this, and it always comes at last. So let me pull it up, and let's segregate this based on account name now. So okay, it's not happening. Let me quickly go and recreate it. Delete widget only. Again, account name. Okay, I will keep only two filters. Let me select some more things here. So total amount, let me give this sum of total amount. I will keep it as sum of total amount. Let me explain this. Sum of total amount, and then let me pull in some more things. So this is a range, like if I would range, since this is a filter, so best way, like best practices to follow while designing a dashboard is, first, like we should know who our end user is, and based on their expectations we need to design. And there are some like standards which we need to follow while designing a dashboard, like what all filters or sections we need to put in, that should come in on right leftmost leftmost most part, and what all KPIs are the things which end user always is looking for. So those KPIs we should keep it on top, and then some pictorial representation, and at last we should keep in some table. So let me arrange this again, and I want to arrange for amount, and then few more one more, two more I will do. Where is my number format? I will keep this as closed one opportunities total amount. So for that, like again, it will be sum of amount itself, and then I will apply filter where stage is closed one, and then this will help me in knowing how much revenue I'm getting with uh, closed one opportunities. Let me again do this for closed needs review as well, because that is also an important aspect. So let me go here and change this filter to needs analysis, because this is what everyone is looking for to get this converted into closed one. Okay, we won't do much thing, we will just try to show. So what I did in my dashboard is I just tried to club in all the multiple lenses, and I just tried to club in to get some useful outcome out of it. To come up with this, like this is how I can get a preview of this. Now these are some filters which I'm having. I can filter my data based on closed lost. Once I will click on this, just see like it is filtering each and every aspects of my data. So since I didn't place any closed loss opportunity, so this is my total count for like I can default it to 0, but this is all, like I don't have any amount right with this particular stage, and it will filter my table with all closed loss opportunities. I can select some more filters as well, like along with close lost, I want to see only for this particular account. So once I will click on this, I will see that this is the particular account which where I lost this opportunity, and the count is 1. Coming back to like to go back to our initial stage, we need to just click on this. It will come to initial stage itself. If I want to keep some ranges on, okay, I'm looking for opportunities within this particular range, it will like reflect these changes in all the different dashboards where like we are looking at. For example, let me show you, like this is what we just now created, and I will show you some clean dashboards. So this is the sample dashboard which comes up, and it is having this one opportunity stage. So this is what we were about to create. Like it will show you all the KPIs with important KPIs which a business is looking for. Then comes to filter section, where you can filter your data accordingly. Like for example, if I want to see existing opportunities with new business, so with this new business it will come like this, like it will reflect this particular changes in each and every section. So this is how it looks. We are running out of time, so I need to cut short my sum of topics. Okay, we won't go into many examples. Okay, now coming to next part. Next part is like, let's do one thing. Let's create one again opportunity, and we'll try to get this on our Salesforce page as well. So let me go up all opportunities, and then these are my dashboards. I'm working on this one, and then I want to get sum of all opportunities, sum of all amount, and that should let me open a polar chart or a donut chart with the stages. And let me save this dashboard. Let me save it with demo dashboard. Let me save this in shared app. I will quickly go and quickly create one more with account or active or activities. Let me get this data set. This is my activities, and then let me again select a polar chart itself because it's a donut chart, and then segment is based on subtype, task subtype. So these are my activities, and these are segregated based on their subtypes. Let me save this as well. Where's demo activities? Okay. Now what we're gonna do is, what all dashboards we have created there, we can embed them within our Salesforce org itself. So how to do this? This is our Salesforce org. Let's go to home page and let's try to club in one particular global dashboard, which like whenever end user logs in, he should be having visibility of that particular dashboard. So we're gonna like get this dashboard with in our home page, opportunity details. So I will show you how we can get this. So here is the section. I just need to club in my Einstein Analytics dataset, and then I need, once this comes up on the from right side, I need to select a dashboard. So by default, it is coming as opportunity details because that was the last opportunity which I performed, or last dashboard which I opened. Let me increase some size to 500 to fit this in. And once I will click on save, let me activate it, and then going back. Oh, it's not saved. I need to save it again.
So now, have two demo use cases.
Sorry, can you come again?
No, I think it was not a question.
Okay. So best use cases for this is like, since these dashboards are depicting customer's 360 view of where what exactly they are doing, and how exactly they are dealing with their customers. So what we can do is like how whenever we are putting in something on home page, it gives particular logged in user. Suppose a sales manager or a CEO is logging in. Yep, it came in. So whenever a particular user logging in, he will get like entire 360-degree view of what exactly their accounts are performing or how exactly their business is doing. So that is one cool advantage of keeping your particular dashboard on the home page. And then we can keep this on record page as well. For example, we just created two particular sample dashboards. Let's do this like we just created like how many activities we have segregated. So let's do one thing. Let's get that particular dashboard on this record page. So that was one of the most simple example. I'm gonna like club in. It's here, and then we need to select dashboard type as well. So let me cancel this, and then demo. What name we have saved this with? Demo activities. Is it- Okay, it's there in private app. That's why I was not able to see. I need to again see demo. I need to refresh this. It's not yet refreshed actually. So what I was showing here is like this particular in on global dashboard, it shows me data for all the uh, all entire my Salesforce org. But within the record page, we can put in some filters to just filter it out based on this particular account type. So on the global dashboard, it is showing for my entire organization. But with this particular record page, it will filter out for this record page data, and it will show me all those KPIs on how exactly my my account is performing, or how exactly this particular record is performing. So it helps in it helps us in getting deep insights in pictorial form, and it helps us in like coming to conclusion and deriving some business functionalities faster than this particular tabular representation or this particular like text representation. So with this, like I need to see what all things up I can cover up. So we just covered quick demo, and then okay, one more cool thing I want to show you here is like, since we are running out of time, we need to like okay. So I was telling like about some apps. So we created an app. We saw one particular demo app which developers first creates. With this, like I want to show you some industry standards app. So Salesforce by default provides some standard apps. For example, so this is how a real business use case is. This particular dashboard shows me all team activities related to my all Salesforce orgs. So like these are my total activities I'm having like 484, and these are like all the reps which how they are performing in. So what particular things they are doing, and how much calls they are attending, how many emails they are sending. So if I want to segregate, I want to just see data for this particular sales rep. If I'm a manager, I want to see his performance, I will just click in here, and all these KPIs it will like reflect, and I can see that my person like Johnny Green is performing really well. He is handling like total 34 activities, and these are like segregation of that. And we can so like what was client's segment uh, client's outcome as well from this. So that is how like real business use cases are, where like how exactly the dashboard looks. Coming to few more items here, this. Okay, so this I will be keeping it as last section. So once I will click on this, I can like launch any of the global action which I have defined for this particular object. So this is coming from portion activity object. These are the global items which I have like created, and what I can do is I can quickly go here and I can like uh, update these values. I can change status to, and by doing this it will directly update that status in my Salesforce org. I can open a record from here as well. So one click of this, it will open that particular record in separate tab. I can do some actions as well, like I can do all these activity actions. So on account I have defined these many action quick actions, that's why I can post. So I can create a new task, new event, I can log a call, or I can like post a question as well, and I can like share it with some users. So this is how this makes it actionable dashboard where I can take up actions based on my particular requirement. This is about actions. And one last thing I want to show about maps. So let me quickly go and show you some map features as well. Let me select map type, and let me segregate this based on state. So all the data it is segregating based on the state selection. I have like it is demo org, and I have like 14 records in total, which is having proper state fill in, but still I'm not able to see. But I know that most of my data belongs from US state. So let me quickly go and change that map type to US state. Right now it is showing US all countries, and I just claim in into US state. So now I'm on, since I'm on US state, and I'm just trying to segregate my data based on state wise. This is how it looks. And one cool feature about this is the level of darkness or level of intensity of this particular color is signified based on count of record. So with this particular significance, I can see that for my New York, I'm having like highest count. So if I will segregate, so if I'm, rather than having count, if I'm making sum of amount, annual revenue, then I can depict that I'm performing really well in the Texas region, and I'm performing really not good in this particular region. And I can club this data, I can club this particular lens on my dashboard, and I can get deep insights out of it. So like we are almost done with time, so I'm switching back to our meeting, and I'm now open to questions.
Uh, Thanks, Ajit. That was one of the beautiful presentation. Guys, before I speak out anything, so this session we want to see the features of EA. So we haven't done or we haven't touched really the demo part or not even the hands-on part of it. We just wanted what are the capabilities of EA. So that is why this session was there. So probably in future days, Ajit can take hands-on sessions and then see what is Lens, how to create data set, or how to embed in various, or how to access various data types or from the multiple sources as well. So Paul, Ajit, there are like few questions. The first question is like, can data be loaded directly to a dashboard,
Yeah, so just to answer.
bypassing the lenses? Yes.
Yeah, so now let me go to this screen, and from here we will explain this part. So we cannot directly get data to dashboard. So the flow is like this: we get raw data from multiple sources, and all that raw data is getting stored in particular Salesforce data manager section. So what happens is Einstein Analytics will takes in all data. It will dump that raw data into data manager, and from data manager it picks up that raw data and process it and gives us final output in terms of data set. Now to answer this question, for yes, from data set we can directly put this data into dashboard rather than going with lens exploration part, because in dashboard as well we are getting lens explorations. Is this answer?
Cool.
Yeah.
Uh, So the next question is, can we connect with IBM DB2?
So there are like some standard connectors available, which I just explained. I can show you some more connectors as well. And apart from that, like if we want to connect to IBM DB2, then we need to go with API configurations. So say we can access Salesforce Analytics from APIs as well. So we need to create those APIs connection to get connected to any of the database. So I just switched back to my this particular app window, and I'm going to show you what all default connectors we have. Let me go back to data manager. So this is like our data manager which deals with all data part, and in this I'm having a section called connect, where I'm having option to connect to multiple sections. Right now it is connected to my default native Salesforce org. With this I can connect to other sources as well. Like with this I'm getting option for Roku, Postgres, Microsoft Dynamics, or like AWS or Google Analytics, and many more. So these are some default connectors which comes up with this. But yeah, if we want to extend this, we need to go with some like other ways.
Okay, good. So the next question is it something like Tableau? EA.
So there was a lot of buzz going around that why exactly Salesforce purchased Tableau. So I must say that yeah, Tableau also deals with same functionalities what Einstein Analytics does. But since this is really like tied up with this is like tied up with Salesforce native application, so it is more relevant when we are dealing with Salesforce data than Tableau. But yeah, both are for a specific same purpose.
Cool. So the next question is from Sunil. If the use case is to implement cross-sell, upsell, can we achieve this using Einstein or we should use Marketing Cloud?
So basically, Einstein Analytics deals with data. So if your particular functionality, what you are looking for, where you want to churn your raw data and to extract out like business outcome or a specific outcome out of it, then yes, Einstein Analytics does. So I will share one use case with the audience. So there was a requirement where we were processing huge data count on numerical fields, and we were getting a lot of timing out issues within the Salesforce native application. And then we realized that okay, since data is getting indexed in Einstein Analytics, so we started processing data in Einstein, and then we were like stamping back that data, that complex calculations back to my record page, as I was showing you the demo about how to get your data in record page. So that really solved our problem. So for big data, yeah, Einstein is better.
Okay. So guys, if you guys have any other questions, please drop us the questions, or you can unmute yourself and then you can talk about this. But I do have one question. So many people will ask this question. So how about the certifications? So what are all the certification path we have for EA?
Yeah, so coming to certifications part, so these are some learning resources. So like as I told, this particular audience group is very diversified. So best way to put your hands dirty and to go ahead with getting certified is that first we need to go to Trailhead and like go to that particular learning maps and to start practicing all those things which Salesforce recommends us. And once like after doing some hands-ons, there is one certification which is available for Einstein, that is Einstein Analytics Certified Consultant. So for that as well, they created a learning map to get certified. Just go through that particular learning map and follow all the trailheads which are assigned to that learning map, and then go through community and see experiences of other person who just got certified, and then go ahead with your certification.
One more question. So from Ankush, is single license enough to use EA because calculated results are getting back to the Salesforce record detail?
No. So, like end user will only be able to see your dashboards if he is having license. So we have two licenses. One is and for admin, and one is for users. User license is a bit cheaper, so that we can assign it to like that will be useful for end users. And admin license, you can like reduce count of admin licenses, because basically only few persons will be doing configurations. But yeah, each and every user will need to have separate license.
So one last question from Rahul. So how about development? So you said about SAQL, or so you said there is a specific query language for analytics. So do we have more of development on this, or it is only the configuration part?
Yeah, so like best way to answer this is like Salesforce tries its best to do all these point and clicks, but yeah, there are many use cases where this cannot be achieved at this point of time. So for that, like we need to do development. So there comes like 30%. If I will keep it in percentage, so yep, we need to do 30% customization along with 70% point and click. So one is that SAQL. Along with this, like we need to have some JSON modifications and then some writing some complex queries and coming up to results with compare tables. So yeah, we do have some config customization things as well.
So on top of it, so if we have to write a query language on analytics, so is it similar to SQL, or is it something different what we have to write?
It's quite different. So this doesn't works with a kind of query language. It is like all data is getting stored in form of indexes, so there is a separate way to extract out the data, and that particular language is known as Salesforce Analytics Query Language. It is different than what we the way we are querying in Salesforce.
Uh, cool. One last question. Can we invoke in Lightning applications or in LWC?
Yes, we can.
Awesome. So guys, if you guys have any question, one last question I can take up, and then we'll just wind up this. By the time, so if we have to learn something on EA, how much time or what is the time frame we can take to learn a complete full-fledged EA?
So it depends on person's capacity, I must say. But yeah, if you are like targeting for getting certified, then you need to at least like do 50% hands-on and 50% you need to go through all trailheads. And in total, you need to spend like yeah, quite good amount of time.
Okay. Uh, Thanks, Ajit. Thanks a lot for your time and then sharing your knowledge to our community members. Hope we will have you again on hands-on EA part with our community users. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for joining us today. And then hope you all are safe. And then make sure you're connected from home, and make sure you're doing the social distancing, all those stuff for the COVID-19 thing. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks, Ajit.
Yep. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.